Bad Company, and this is Moving On.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so we're here at this is best albums of all time, Bad Company, and a tunage, and we got Jason, and we got my buddy Paul sitting there in the background, and yeah, so we're gonna break this down, and dude, what a great album! This is my favorite song from the album. Moving on.
But so many great songs on one record too.
It's hard to pick, but yeah, I just like the rhythm of the lyrics on this one for some reason. You know?
Oh,
I mean, greatest rock and roll singer of all time.
Oh, Paul Rodgers, amazing.
Definitely way up there.
You know, like so when we cover stuff and we say he's, got it's kind of Paul Rodgers-esque, that's a huge compliment because he's one of the best,
Absolutely.
Jump into a taxi and the time is getting tight. I got to keep moving. I got a show tonight and I'm moving on from town to town. Moving on, baby, my feeling never touches the ground. I take it to the ticket, there's a half an hour to go. Heading for the boat again, I'm feeling.
So yeah, this was the last tour that Mick Ralphs appeared with Bad Company.
Yeah, who recently passed, sadly.
Yeah, absolutely. And recorded on every Bad Company album. But yeah, due to heart issues and he didn't like to fly and stuff, he pulled back on all the big stuff. But,
yeah, and previously in Mott The Hoople, another legendary band.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
absolutely. And I also saw them on this tour.
Oh.
Now, this was like the first supergroup, if I remember correctly, right?
They definitely had. That's what they were considered. Yes.
Yeah. So it was Paul Rodgers from Free, then you had Mick Ralph from Mott The Hoople.
Yeah.
And then who are the other dudes? Also,
I think so. Yeah.
Was it? It was 2 and 2.
Well, no. Then the bass player was actually from King Crimson.
Oh, right on.
Wow.
Right on.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was gonna mention the bass in this song too. If you listen to the bass line, it's wicked. It's he's bouncing all over it,
Dude, the band is dangerous. Great name for a band.
Yeah, wicked band. And let's point out the obvious. Even at this point in this video, the gentlemen are a little advanced in years and they're still killing it.
Oh,
they
absolutely.
sound great on that video.
Yeah.
Not long ago.
Yeah, and that was 2012.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, man, unbelievable.
Yep.
I'm moving on to the night. Can't never seem to slow down.
Awesome.
What's that?
I said so awesome.
Oh, totally.
He's
That's
doing
right
right
here.
on that.
Listen to that bass.
Yeah, was this the one I was saying? It's almost a perfect song.
Oh,
Not. It was. I think that's the one you're talking
Yeah,
about. Yeah.
just I mean, the whole thing, it's unbelievable, man.
yeah.
It should be taught. This song, particular
that bass line has a bum, 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 bum. I mean, he's like just moving it. I mean, he's moving the whole tune, you know?
Yeah. Well, that's whole Van Halen's whole bass sound right there from that song.
Right.
Yeah, this is 1974. So absolutely. That's what
She just slow me down, and that's all right with me. I got to keep on keeping on. Moving on from town to town. That's all I do. Moving on, please don't try to slow me down. Yeah.
Well, how many dudes are gonna break out a fucking tambourine? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
With confidence.
Yeah. He knows how to use it.
Yeah, exactly.
Every day of my life I'm moving on. Thank you, Wembley.
Bad Company, Wembley Stadium. Yeah.
Man.
Moving on. I figured that was only-
Yeah, that's a great fitting tribute to the great Mick Ralphs.
Absolutely. But that video or song is so good. It's almost scary, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, not to mention all the other friends on the record.
Oh yeah. For sure.
Yeah, when we talked about doing this retrospective, as it were, I listened to the album a ton in my youth, but it's been a few years, so I threw it on again, and I was just like, had this renewed sense, wow, this is like one of those, maybe one of the greatest rock and roll records of the 70s.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I mean,
absolutely.
All the songs are killer.
Yeah.
I mean, the performance is great. I mean, it's really hard to find any weak spot on this record, And
that's a great point, Jason, because everyone should go check out our episode as we cover Bad Company. This is going to end our tunage. We'll be right back to cover the rest of the album. Here you go. Oh yeah, that's our new little intro. I got some new smoke. That one I did with incense and that light above by the curtain.
Nice.
I may have been baked.
Maybe.
May have
allegedly. Allegedly.
Were you awake?
Yeah. Were you awake?
Right.
Absolutely. Best albums of all time. Bad Company. Michael Mintz, what's up, brother? Mott The Hoople.
He is.
Another member was with King Crimson.
Absolutely.
Michael Mintz is he's the librarian. He's got all the fucking historical knowledge of the show.
Okay. Yeah, he knows what we did before we did it.
Yeah. So we actually reference him and he tells us.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we want to know something. That's where we go.
Absolutely. Having his issues hearing you. Oh, I pressed the wrong thing. Yeah. Who's high? Anyway, yeah. So check out this band. Look at that big tooth missing.
Yeah, that was probably
1970s. Not giving a shit.
That was a bar fight in London.
Yeah. Right. But yeah, what a great band. Okay, man. We're gonna cover Bad Company, and then we'll get into Mick's, former. So yeah, rock supergroup formed in London in 1973 by singer Paul Rodgers and drummer Sam and Kirk, both of Free, guitarist Mick Ralphs, ex Mott The Hoople, and bassist Boz Burrell, ex King Crimson. Right now, Kirk was the only member to remain throughout the band's entire run, while he and Ralphs were the only members to appear on every studio album. Peter Grant, who managed the rock band Led Zeppelin, also managed Bad Company until 1982. That guy was ruthless, man.
Oh, he was. He was brutal.
He's got a reputation.
Like a gangster, man.
Oh, hands down, absolutely was, for sure. Absolutely. But yeah. So okay, Bad Company, Hard Rock, first they're on Island. They're on Island, then Swan Song, then Atlantic. This was on Swan Song, their first album.
They're
the first album.
Swan Song, Led Zeppelin's first album on the label.
That's wild, man.
And that spun off into The Firm, and then Queen and Paul Rodgers. But we had The Firm's drummer Chris Slade on here. So if you want to see the interview we did with Chris, that's pretty fun.
Great guy, sweetheart.
Tom Jones to Manford Man Band to Olivia Newton-John, the AC/DC to
Yeah, man, that legend there.
But 34 minutes and 38 seconds. That's how long that album is. Bad Company.
So much came out of that. So much. How many miles down the road have we driven that song on the radio?
Right.
Those songs.
Yeah. And having known these guys for decades, 30 and 40 years plus, we've spent hundreds of hours together listening to that music.
Yeah.
And now, like, looking back, like, it's weird as all these older artists are passing on, you get to like kind of reflect in a different way, And speaking of reflecting in a different way, we've got handsome metalhead Fred Bonanno checking in from Arizona. Bullseye.
What? Arizona?
Billy, say hi.
What's up, dude?
What's going on?
How we doing?
All right.
We're out here by the pool, as you can see.
Fred,
Buddy Tim's house. So I saw we've been talking music the whole flipping weekend, and Bad Company's come up quite a bit. Right, possibly one of the best debut albums ever, right?
Oh yeah,
absolutely,
without a doubt.
Absolutely, without a doubt.
Yeah, we've been talking about music the whole weekend, so it's been fun. How you guys doing? How's things in Chicago and Carolina?
Hot as hell down here and humid.
Oh, it's hot here too. It's like 105 or 107.
Yeah,
but it's a dry heat, Fred.
Hey, Fred.
Yes, sir.
Have you met my buddy Paul over here?
We've met.
Okay,
I know Fred.
Sure.
How are you, Fred?
Paul's
Hi,
in
Paul.
from New Mexico. So, you guys switched spots in the country.
Hi, Paul. Are you from Arizona, Paul?
New Mexico.
New Mexico.
Yeah. It's hotter in Arizona, though.
Hey, Fred, I expect you to have a choreographed dance in that pool down there. Get in your skivvies and start dancing, Ethel.
Yeah, we want to see you. Hey, you got to be up on somebody's shoulders playing Marco Polo.
I seriously thought about getting in the pool and doing this from the pool, but I said, well, my luck, I'll drop my phone in the damn pool.
You know how Fred's from Chicago? It's 105. He's wearing a black T-shirt. He's probably
but
it's a maiden shirt, though.
It's a maiden shirt. You're right, but you know what? That's all I have is black T-shirts. So I had no choice.
Right.
Absolutely.
He's probably got some lime green shorts on though to balance it out. You know what I mean?
Okay. So we're just about to go through the songs one by one on the album. What's your favorite album or what's your favorite song, everybody, of Bad Company, Bad Company? Fred, go ahead since you're calling in.
I'll take the title track, Bad Company.
Okay. Jason?
I'm going to do Ready for Love for me.
All right.
Tammy, you want to say hi? Here's our hostess. Tammy, say hi.
Hey, what's your favorite Bad Company song?
What's your favorite Bad Company song?
Feels like the first time.
Feels like the first time. But that's not off the album, but that's okay.
I mean, that's not the first one that came to my head.
Right.
Oh, no, Shooting Star.
Shooting Star.
Corner.
But what's your favorite?
I don't know if it's on that album, but Shooting Stars. She said the same.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think. Wait, is it?
Is it on that one?
No, it's on the. I think it's on the next one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Say hi to V and J.
Hey, what's happening? What's happening, sweetie? Is Fred behaving? Is Fred behaving?
No, guys. No.
Never. Enjoying
Okay.
Arizona with our friends.
Nice.
Right on. So, what is your favorite song off of Bad Company? Bad Company.
Ready for Love, Rock Steady, Bad Company.
I don't know.
Just say Bad Company.
Bad company.
Good choice.
There you go. Right
She's
on,
going
right
in the
on.
pool.
I'm going to the
Yeah.
pool.
She's done
He's
with
like-
me.
I'm done with you guys.
Smart woman. I told Fred he should have had a swimming dance prepared, but you know.
Hey, you don't need his body in swim trunks, believe me.
There you go. All righty, buddy. Well, it looks like you're having a good time out there.
Yeah, I just
And,
wanted to check in, see you guys. I've been watching it, so I just want to check in and say hi. We'll see you
Awesome.
next week. V, Jason, you guys take care. Love you, brothers.
Yes, sir. Love you guys.
Fred.
Rock
Right.
on.
All right, there's Fred Bonanno checking in poolside. Technology is a wonderful thing. Our drunk asses can pipe in from any state in the nation.
Anywhere.
Yeah, I'm kidding. I'm not drunk. Jason is. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Just kidding. But so pretty soon I'm gonna be putting next month. I'm gonna be putting on the if you want to see the best wasted moments of V and Jason over the history of the podcast. We've got some little shorts that are that haven't been published that are hilarious. So
Yeah, no. Let's
got to donate some cabbage to support the show. You know.
we've definitely hung it out there for everyone to see over the past few years.
No
Good
one's
and
gonna
bad.
go back and search. You know. Mm-hmm. All right. So here we go. Back to the album. I'll go. I had a song listing, and no, I don't have the do. All
So
right.
song listing.
Can't get enough.
Yep.
What great song. Great way to start the album.
Yeah. Upbeat tune.
Yeah. Rock
Yeah.
Steady.
Great one.
Which was the one that Mott The Hoople did too? First?
Ready for Love.
Ready for
Yeah.
that. Okay.
Yeah.
So then Can't Get Enough, Rock Steady. Fantastic.
Ready for
Ready for
Love was the third tune.
And Paul said go check out the Mott The Hoople version. And
I kind of like that one.
yeah.
It's really close. But I like that one. It's because it's like newer. It's newer than the one I've been listening to. We've been listening to for years.
Right.
Yeah.
And so there's just a little bit difference in it you feel, but I like
Yeah.
it.
Alternate takes are always good. I always
Yeah.
think that kind of stuff. Then Don't Let Me Down, which I was thinking it almost sounds like a Beatles
It's not.
song.
Yeah. It's
You know what I mean?
right.
Because then that one, Bed of Roses by Bon Jovi has the same chord progression as does what was the other song? Paul, that I mentioned, you remember?
The Bon Jovi one?
There was a Bon Jovi and was it a John Lennon song, I thought it sounded like as well, but not a Beatles. It almost had that same chord progression thing going on.
I remember you brought it up. I don't remember which one you're talking about. Which song it was.
That's what happens when
I haven't
Short-
vintage.
and I'm not
Short
hard.
attention span theater.
Yeah, I couldn't remember it.
Yeah.
I didn't think he would, but that's why I asked.
That's why we have to write everything down at our age.
Hey man, you know. What do you mean, Jason? No.
You know, I could forget your name tomorrow.
What's
I mean,
that, Ralph? Oh, Ralph!
Uh-huh.
What's up, buddy?
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was just an automatic reaction. You know. Wonder how where's our good old buddy Raj tonight?
Rajo. I don't know.
Uh-huh. Bad Company. All right.
Yeah, so then the tune Bad Company would be track 5.
Yeah.
Fantastic song. Who doesn't know it? Who doesn't love it?
Right.
You know? Even redone by Five Finger Death Punch.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
Uh,
The Way I Choose.
yep.
Mm-hmm. Moving on, as we just did for Tunage.
Yeah. The two slow tunes, Way I Choose and Seagull, are really good.
Seagull is killer.
Yeah.
killer song. Great acoustic intro, great lyrics, melody, the whole nine. So, I mean, you've got a complete album from start to finish that you can throw on.
Yeah.
And it's great,
And multi-generational tolerance. If Bad Company's on, no one's going to touch the stereo.
Yeah. Or they'll risk
or the
fractured bones. But
no, neural implant.
Yeah, but I mean, and just the fact that this record came out in 74 and was so solid, and guitar tones, killer. Paul Rodgers' voice, amazing as ever. But just like taking into consideration that when it was released, really makes it more of an amazing record. To me,
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, they all knew what they were doing.
Yeah. And the songwriting was just so out of the park. I mean, it was like, And
it was produced by the band.
Oh.
So that's.
Are you serious? I did not know that. So like Levon and the boys were like in on it?
No one got in the way.
Really?
So that kind of makes sense.
You're kidding me.
When you say the band, are you talking about Levon Helm and Rick Danko, or are you talking about the band themselves?
Bad Company, the band.
Oh,
okay.
No, not the band.
I was thinking the same thing.
We're talking about Bad Company. So
Paul and I were right there together. I thought you were telling me that Levon and the boys were like in on it.
Sorry, I should have said the last part of that sentence out loud and said my inside my head voice.
Yeah. I was like, no shit. I didn't know Levon. I was like, no wonder I love this record. Levon was in on it.
Right.
So they recorded it at Ronnie Lane's studio. Does that name sound familiar?
Ronnie Lane's mobile studio. And it was the second album released on Led Zeppelin's Swan Song Records label.
Ronnie Lane of the Small Faces.
Okay. Right.
Small Faces with Steve Marriott and their famous song. You know that?
Smoke on the Water?
No. That's
Steve Purple.
Oh, they did that. Okay. Itchy Coo Park.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That's
Ronnie Wood. Ronnie Wood was in the Small Faces too, right? And
was in later. Yes, he was. They had to change. They just called it the Faces when at the time.
Right.
Ronnie Wood was in it, but then when Ronnie Lane left, it was all new people, and they had to change it to just the Faces.
Oh, okay. All right.
Historian. I said librarian, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Dude, it's been a long day. Sorry, Mike. I meant historian. You're still getting the comic book. What we have here is a failure to communicate.
That's the way he wants it. Well, that's how he gets it.
See, now listen. This is what I said earlier. Historian says you reacted to Bandmaid's "Don't Let Me Down," but a totally different song.
Okay.
See, that's the kind of shit we would know.
Yeah,
it's a haze at this point,
right?
We channel got 1 million views. So just want to thank everybody in case you didn't hear and you're hanging out on this one. So thank you very much. Blah blah blah. Click like, subscribe, share, all that kind of fun shit.
What number are you on right now? 1,622?
Like 1,100,000, something like that. But yeah, man, we're getting there. But all right.
I don't even like my picture taken, and here we are.
Right. Yeah. Now he does interpretive dance.
Yeah.
Competitive male pole dancing.
I'm pretty good.
Which was funny, dude. The party I was at today, the dude's 40th birthday, he does that. Him and his wife do competitive pole dancing. Dude, it's crazy, right? But you got to be strong as fuck in order to do that shit. And
competitive pole. I didn't even know that was a thing.
If you've watched The Righteous Gemstones, season 4, oh my God, hilarious, because they do that. They cover that, and the dude takes it so seriously, dude. And he must have trained for a year to do what he did in that episode, and that's all I'll say. But like, it was a feat.
I've never seen that show, but
good dude, show. You have to watch it.
Good show.
But listen,
hilarious.
Danny McBride, Eastbound and Down, hilarious.
Yeah, well, it's a Danny McBride show.
Right.
Yeah,
So, have you seen Eastbound and Down?
Not yet.
You need.
I'm on Vice Principals now, and then after Vice Principals, I'm going to go to Eastbound.
You should have started with Eastbound and Down.
I'm going backwards, man. I want to see the progression in his snarkiness.
Eastbound and Down was the greatest show ever. It was like one of the best things I've ever seen.
Right on.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Fred says, thank you, brothers. Right on. Okay. Bad Company. Yeah. The studio is at Headley Grange in East Hampshire.
Headley Grange.
Let's see. So the album reached the top of the U.S. Billboard 200.
As it should have.
The album has been certified 5 times platinum and become the 46th best-selling album of the 1970s. The album spent 25 weeks in the UK albums chart, entering at number 10 on June 15, 1974, and reaching its highest position of number 3 in the second week. Kerrang! Magazine. I don't know why I'm turning into Casey Kasem.
Yeah, it's because you're
Kerrang!
talking
Magazine
charts.
Yeah. The album at number 40 among the 100 greatest heavy metal albums of all time. That's it. The album also including the book. No.
They ate a lot of beef while they were making this record.
They ate a lot of beef down there. The album was also included in the book 1001 Albums You Must Hear Before You Die. In 2000, it was voted November 323 in Colin Larkin's all-time top 1,000 albums. And this is from Wikipedia, so,
hey,
could be wrong, could be right. Who knows, but thank you.
Hey, I have to interrupt. Did you see the picture I sent you the other day of the guy with the beef, it's what's for dinner sticker in his window?
Yes.
I thought of you.
Nice. Did you see that thing I sent you with the videos of how food looks like organs? And at the end, it was a beef sandwich.
Probably not yet, but I'll check it out.
The singles Can't Get Enough and Moving On peaked at number 5 and number 19 on the Billboard Hot 100. And Rocksteady, Bad Company, and Ready for Love are also classic rock radio staples. Now, so we were talking about this before the show, Jason, and we are talking about how basically we were at the start of talk about the classic rock thing.
We were at the start coming in at the 80s. In the 70s, it was just rock. It was rock that started. It was just that. And when we got to the 80s, then they called it classic rock. So our generation, I want to say we coined the term classic rock because it was classic for us at the time.
Yeah.
The second coming.
Yeah, true story. I mean, like, the whole classic rock thing. I mean, it was definitely, I think you're right. I remember it like as a teen. That was like, you had like the 80s metal stuff. Then you had the classic rock stations, and it was all 60s and 70s,
Yeah.
I kind of think that still today, if you find a classic rock station, it's still basically the same tunes.
It's 70s.
Right. Well,
40 some odd years later.
But like top 40 or popular wasn't top 40, it was popular music.
Yeah.
So they would have popular music channels or stations, and you could hear Sinatra next to Jim Croce.
Yeah.
Boston.
And I dug that. I like that a lot. Nowadays, I mean, since radio's kind of very corporate, you've got like Clear Channel, all these big, like corporations that sort of run everything.
Right.
I mean, for us here, our classic rock station, I mean, it's still great because it's playing this type of stuff, but it sort of irks me a little bit because it's like I've been listening to the same 10 classic rock tunes since I was 14.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Let's update it a little bit.
There now.
Well, I'll never get tired of that one, man. Come on, you know me.
I was jamming that earlier.
One of the greatest rock songs ever.
Yeah.
Mark it.
Yeah, and it's funny, like I watched a lyric video of it. because I just always just sung along just subconsciously.
I should do that because I'm probably singing it wrong.
I never knew like some of the exact, just whatever,
Well, do tell, because I'm sure I'm singing some stupid shit. You know what I mean?
Well, this is a Bad Company episode.
Yeah, that's right. We'll get to that. we'll get. Hey, we got to put a mountain record on.
Oh yeah, there you go, dude. Pick one.
Yeah.
Tell me which one.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
Yeah, but next week gonna do Ozzy, and then absolutely. So yeah, if send in send into our messages on the Facebook or on social media.
The Book of the Face.
15-20 second video or tag us wishing Ozzy well, and we'll put it on our Ozzy episode the night of Ozzy's final performance.
Yeah, and let us know what Ozzy means to you. The guy's been around our whole lives. So much great music. So yeah, if you got like a personal story or like a particular tune or come on, Ozzy's affected us all.
The Prince of Darkness is stepping away from the flames.
Yeah, we're losing all these folks. So yeah, send us a clip, man. We'll put you on.
He's just he's retiring.
He's just getting old. Okay, all right.
Yeah, he's got Parkinson's and further.
Oh, all right. He's not doing live shows anymore.
No, well, it's this huge
last show deal, and
he is going to do
coming out like every huge band.
Yeah, Michael Mintz, Nantucket Sleigh Ride, baby.
Yeah.
Michael knows where it's at. He's
only the entire side.
Right.
Uh-huh.
I think Mountain's one of the most underrated bands ever, man, personally. But
yeah, well,
I might be biased.
Well, no, it's because Leslie West was a fat fuck, and
he was fucking. He's the ultimate rock star.
I don't mean that as a derog. I'm just like speaking the truth.
Oh, I love the guy,
dude. Every musician loves the band. I'm just saying, like, as far as like the marketing and the album.
Oh yeah,
they had the issue. No one else had the issue with them, but
the big heavy Jewish guy missing a tooth early on with the big
right.
And killed it and just like put it in your face,
But he had looked like Eddie Van Halen at the time. He would have been way big, huge,
But Leslie, man,
and ugly, says Michael.
Yeah, ugly. I love it. I love my rock stars, big and fat and ugly. Yeah. And you know what? And he was just slay it. He was a riff monster. Yeah. Like I mean, Hendrix was like, he was like bowing down to Leslie in the early days. He was like, man, this guy's like nuts. And that voice, man, this big gravelly rock voice, man.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, I saw him, and who did he play with? Oh man, it was some other huge.
He was in a band with
Dave Mason. So it was Dave Mason with Leslie West.
What?
Like was the show?
That's a weird. That's a weird pairing.
Show in California.
No shit.
Leslie West opened, and then Dave Mason.
Dave Mason and Leslie. That's crazy. Crazy Bill in there.
Whatever Santa Monica Days or whatever.
Yeah.
Monica, but wherever it was. You know what I mean? But yeah, great band.
Oh,
love
them.
Bands. Bad Company.
Yeah. Get me back on track here,
That's me. All right. Yeah. Okay, so let's we talked about the band. Now let's talk about Mick Ralph's.
Yeah.
Start with Mott The Hoople.
Killer.
What a great name, first of all.
Yeah, you never could forget it. Like I remember being a kid going, Mott The Hoople. Like, what does that even mean?
Right.
I thought it was like Muppets.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And what was interesting, like a lot of the guys, Jason, that we listen to all the time, all the metal guys were hugely influenced by
Mott. Yeah, absolutely. Maiden, Iron Maiden, especially. Yeah.
Hugely influenced,
Yep. No doubt.
It's like the serious version of Slade, kind of.
Right.
You know what I mean?
The serious version of Slade. That's a great way to put it, man.
Uh-huh.
That's fantastic. I love it.
Mm-hmm. You like black and white, run away. Uh-huh. Yeah, that's another great band.
Yeah, but Slade were Slade. That was it. They did their own thing,
Yeah, and good, and that's what a band's supposed to do.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You know, they're a great band.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Mott The Hoople, you know, I always thought when I was a kid, Ian Hunter like had you know, like the coolest look. He had the shades and the curly hair.
Yeah.
And it was his solo album that I think that was more in the house than maybe Mott The Hoople.
Right.
I know on one album Mott was in there, but
yeah,
that could be the one I'm talking about. But yeah, Bowie gave him All the Young Dudes.
Oh, Bowie did?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Which is their most memorable
style signature song, All the Young Dudes for them.
Yeah, well,
72, and then Bowie produced their album the same name, which added to their success.
Yeah, their most famous song, obviously, you know.
Yeah, but he almost gave them a different song too. Some huge like Bowie tune. I'm trying to remember what it was here. And then Ian Hunter departed in 74. And then basically there was a jam session and between Paul Rogers and Mick Jones. Not Mick Jones, Mick Ralph, sorry.
Mick, like the Pistols? What?
That was another.
Well, that's Steve Jones.
Yeah. See? But I knew what you were saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden that's when Mick left Mott The Hoople, and then they started Bad Company, and there you have it. Paul Free and rock and roll history, man. What a great album.
Yeah, so much fun and like so many great tunes. And you know, it's great. Like one of the cool things being our age now is having enough music in our back pocket to look back and like I think I appreciate it more than I ever have. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. And this has been in like in my life forever, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But here's the thing. So my nickname when I was a kid was Dudes. And it was
Dudes?
because of this song. Yeah, here comes Dudes. Yeah. Hey,
no
Dudes.
shit.
Yeah. So yeah. My nickname, family nickname Dudes is from that fucking song.
Huh.
There you go.
Okay, how about this? As kids,
Yeah.
did you have any idea what that song was about?
All the Young Dudes?
I did not. No.
I did not either.
No.
I just learned
I still don't know what it's about.
I just figured it was kind of like you know.
I figured it was about a bunch of young dudes.
That's what the historian said here, Michael Mintz. Every person can sing all the young dudes, but never get the lyrics right.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I guess I kind of like subconsciously just always like assumed it was like you know, some kind of, you know, in England they had like, you know, they had the mods and the rockers and they had all these like sort of social movements in the 60s. I thought maybe it was a nod to that, maybe. You know,
indubitably.
Yeah. Who knows?
Yes. Oh, let's do talk rock and roll over tea and some biscuits.
And talk about them dudes.
Yeah, so I don't even know.
Not just a few.
Yeah. All of them. Let's talk of all of them.
Yeah, and the news they carry.
Right.
Yeah, you know, I don't know, man. You know, so much great stuff came out of England. So much stuff great stuff came out of America in those days. It was like really this, you know, 60s, 70s, and 80s, you know, those 3 decades were like unbelievable, the amount of great music that came out.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And diverse too, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 70s there was a lot going on.
Oh yeah, you had everything in the 70s.
And people were patient, you know, and they, you know, and labels, even though they screwed the artist, they would at least develop them.
Yeah, work with them and give. You know,
what's happening now? There's no long-term artists past a certain.
No, well, I mean, they might get a distribution deal after they funded the whole thing themselves if they're lucky.
Right, but there's huge holes coming from everyone.
Yeah.
To be real, everyone passing away.
Yeah,
left and right. It's, you know.
Yeah, the music business is like a wasteland right now. I don't even know how people do it, really.
Right. So all these holes are going to be opening up for, you know,
yeah,
touring and business cycles and all that shit. So who will fill those holes? Can they fill those shoes?
There's some promising bands though. Like we've been breaking a couple of them. So.
We know a bunch of them for sure. We know those.
I'm more hopeful than I was a few years ago. Let's just say that,
for sure. Yeah. Especially for guitar-based music, absolutely.
Yeah. There's some lurkers in the, but here's the thing. You know, I keep looking. You know how music's cyclical. You know, you had the 70s and 80s. It was guitar-based was like king. That was the big arena shows. That was the thing. And then, you know, for the last probably couple decades, it's been hip hop and pop. I'm like, at some point, it's got to turn again, man. You know, like, it always does. I'm just wondering when.
There's going to be a new grunge coming around somewhere.
Something's got to happen. We're due for it. You know, we're due for a big major shift in like what's the biggest thing going on. So we'll see.
A big thumper.
Yeah. It's got to go somewhere.
Absolutely.
It's pretty stagnant right now.
And also we were discussing before the show, you know, looking back on the influence of his guitar work with Mott The Hoople and between Bad Company, Mott The Hoople, but Bad Company itself as a band, you know, every musician loves Bad Company.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's definitely a music lover's band. If you love music, you love Bad Company.
So let me ask you guys this too. I was thinking about this the other day when I was listening to the old stuff. So in the 90s, you know, you had and without having like Wikipedia in front of me, I know his name. I'm old. I can't pull it, but they did like the Holy Water record and they had the new singer who to me was fantastic in a whole different way.
Mm-hmm.
But I also loved that era of stuff, kind of more modern, dated sounding for the times.
Yeah.
But songwriting was solid, catchy guitar riffs, all of it. So what'd you guys think about like the Holy Water record and that whole 90s era? Do you like that stuff?
Yeah.
I wish I could remember the singer's name. I may have I don't know if he recently passed.
Well, dude, isn't that the guy? Okay, yeah. Keep talking. I'll look it up.
Was it I keep trying to say I'm thinking Mike something. God, in the old days I was pretty much an encyclopedia. My brain was like an iron trap with all this stuff, and now
Brian Howe.
Brian Howe. I was thinking Mike Howe, but that was Metal Church.
Yeah.
Right. Brian Howe.
Joined the band in 86 and remained the lead vocalist for 8 years until 94.
Yeah, I loved him as well, you know. And
the company released several albums and achieved commercial success. Holy Water and How About That?
Yeah. You know, that was one of those things where, you know, it's sort of polarizing usually with fans, you know, when you have a big shift in a band like that. But I didn't take it like that. I thought the music was solid. It was a whole different direction, and it also kept the band alive.
Yeah, and
another decade, you know.
And that dude could sing
great.
Paul Rogers shit on top of it.
Yeah, totally different sound, different style, but still amazing vocalist. So, you know, he did it justice. Yeah.
One of my top 5 shows of all time is Steve Miller Band with Paul Rogers at the Greek Theater. And Paul Rogers got up with Steve and they did a 45-minute blues jam in the middle of the show, and it was dude, I was just like,
yeah.
Are you kidding me? But
man.
Absolutely. But yeah, they're definitely a music lovers band for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah,
well, you know, I mean, the body of work, I mean, the songwriting is like,
and we're sitting back like now you can look at it and you can see the influence. No, that we've been getting on a little bit there.
Yeah.
Looking back, you can see over the decade like their actual influence of of their magic sauce and everyone, you know.
And I love bands like that where, you know, like now all these years later, you can just sort of like throw on now that everything's streaming, you just go on like top songs, let it rip, and you're gonna love it all. I mean, it's just a great you know, body of work over decades, and all solid, all fucking good. Pardon my friend.
A guitar player and you're just going to do power chords, they're easy to play along with.
Yeah.
They're just power chords.
Keep it simple, man.
And the greatest music is the simplest music too.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I love prog. I love all the technicality, but you know what? When you get down to it, the shit you still tap your toes to is like 3 chords and a good melody, right? You know?
Absolutely.
No.
Absolutely. Uh-huh. All right. This week on Tunage. And start out with Monday Metal with This Is Tokyo by Halloween.
Halloween. Fantastic.
Yeah. New album out by these guys.
You're kidding.
No,
man. I'm
absolutely.
excited to check that out.
Dual vocals. Then for Blues Day, we got Ernest featuring Snoop Dogg with Getting Gone.
I have no idea, but I can't wait to check that out.
Dude, wait. Awesome. You're going to love it.
Ah, my boys, the Dropkick Murphys.
Absolutely. And this is
Love
Jason's pick with Who'll Stand With Us, and that's the Dropkick Murphys.
Hell yeah.
Uh-huh. And the singer used to sing for Fastway. Moving on, Bad Company on Friday. Started the show with. That'll be on Classic Reactions on Friday. And maybe there might be another one thrown in there, or maybe not.
You never know.
That's how the cookie crumbles. But yeah, Jay, got anything to say, man, before we wrap it up? What's your wrap up of Bad Company?
One of the greatest debut records of any new band in 1974, and stands the test of time, man. Throw it on, cook your burgers, cook your dogs, crank it,
Right.
have your cocktails.
Uh-huh.
You won't regret it.
It's right up there with Van Halen 1, man.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah.
Paul?
It's not up there with Van Halen 1.
My man.
He's biased, clearly.
No. You know, it's up there, but not.
Hey,
You know,
everybody's got their own pair of shorts. You know what I mean?
this album. What's your final thoughts on it? Looking
Final
back at it.
final thoughts.
Yeah.
It has stood the test of time for sure. You turn on any classic rock station and you're going to hear 2 or 3 of the songs from that album a day, if not more, or even the same song more than once. It's out there, and it's still out there. It's still present. It's still relevant.
Yeah, and you're gonna be leaning over to turn it up because Bad Company's on.
Yeah.
And just generations after generation,
Yeah.
it's interesting to see how it's affected music. But thank you, Mick Ralphs.
Hey, cheers to Michael Mintz. Thank
There you go.
Yep.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye. There you go. Oh wow. I got to get a different mug. It doesn't hide the coffee drips well for my sloppy ass.
That's all right. That's your old lips.
Yeah, my old fucking
Your old
crusty
lips.
lips.
Letting it. Yeah, let it.
Come here, honey. Uh-huh. Hey, that's what you get for kissing farm animals.
Right. Kissing them down.
Yeah. What's that one joke?
Sorry.
What's that one joke? Farmer comes in, walks into the bedroom, and he's got a pig under his arm. And his wife says, "What the fuck are you doing?" He goes, "Oh, that's the pig I've been fucking." He goes, "Why does he have a pig in the?" He's like, "I ain't talking to you."
I'm talking to the pig. Terrible.
Hey, I didn't write the joke. I'm just retelling it. I did not write that joke, but thank you for writing it, whoever did.
A great way to end the show.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
A lot of people say, you keep bad company. No, you keep good company. And this was the Bad Company. And just wrapping up June as Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. And the show was founded on men's mental health with beer jokes or fart jokes and music and fart jokes.
I like beer jokes. Let's work on that. Let's develop some.
Absolutely. And so cheers to you guys for helping me through that hump that I had a few years ago. So you keep the best company, and you guys are the best company. So
you too, brother.
Love you, brothers, and
love you.
Bad Company. One of the best albums ever in the history of rock and roll.
Yeah, give it a spin. Crank it up.
Absolutely. Paul Rogers, fantastic. Mick, guitar player. Who's the other guys in the band? I can't think of them off the top of my head. But anyway, All great guys. And we will see you guys next time on Creativity Talking as soon as I can find the credit.